Arrest yet in a weekend murder in which shots were fired inside a pickup truck. Cass County Sheriff's officials say 4 people were inside the truck Friday night on Highway 59 outside Linden when a backseat passenger pulled a gun. During a fight over that weapon, shots were fired. Christopher Escobar of Elsa, Texas, was pronounced dead at the scene. 2 others were injured, one of whom was treated and released from the hospital. The other passenger remains hospitalized, and the driver of the truck was not hurt.